what's up? Nikki, greetings from Orlando. Hey, greetings from Trinidad. Hello, Nikki. All they hearing me, right? Like, getting audio? All they hearing me? I'm gonna know in the comment section. Let's tell you what's up. I don't understand my face on the channel. A little bit watching my face all over this channel. Or they're not paying attention. Or they just watch like one show. Hey Maria, what's up? Sandra, what's up? Tish, Ronaldo. Hey, yeah, Ronaldo, I can't help the ugliness. Sorry. I can't do nothing about that. Ronaldo, I'm making bread, but I don't want no cheese. Bring some cheese now. I need some cheese to go with this bread when it's done. So, come through with some cheese now. I'll add drinks. I'll have some Jameson. I have Jameson and I have vodka. Rowley say no more than 10 people, so it's safe. Walk with your hazmat suit. Bring some cheese. Sean from Maryland, what's going on? Today I'm making bread. I'm going to recreate my bread recipe. Doing bread. Alright, when you finish making pasta, Ronaldo, come through. I have some Jameson here. We go sip that. I need some cheese. Lydia, what's up? Greetings. Aruba locked in. Nice. Yeah. You know what? You're right, you know. Hot cocoa is really the real scene. I think I have, I don't have the bar, but I have some cocoa from Sanitas. So I might make a cup or something. We will see. Let me see what's going on. Alright, so I'm just waiting for some other people to join in. Locked on from offshore Atlantic Ocean. Alright, Adrian. Alright. Nice. Well, welcome. I'm gonna do this bread recipe here. The audio good? How the audio is? I had this mic kind of set up right here. So I hope it's picking out decent. Oh, the stream alright? Yeah? Alright. Hey, CT Gill locked in. What's going on? Hey. Thank you. Yes, black is beautiful. I am not ugly. Thank you, Black Beauty always. Thank you. I feel that in my heart. Yes, Ria, hot bread and cheese is the flick. You know that. Hot bread and cheese. Yeah, to sanitize, you know. Go and wash the hands and thing. Nice. Alright, everything loud and clear. Let me see. I'm just kind of waiting for some folks to come in. And yeah, we will start the baking. In a little bit. Time to bake. That's not let's hear. That's not. We go in. Alright. Now the thing is, I know the recipe, right? No, I lie. I don't know the recipe because, to be honest, I just wing it when I bake it. I don't actually follow a recipe. But people ask me to do the bread recipe, so I'm gonna pull it up on the website, eatafoodtt.com. And by the way, if you're in the chat and you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and follow us on Twitter at eatafood, Facebook at eatafood, and Instagram at eatafoodtt. Please subscribe, follow, like, and share. Right. Hey, 27th, what's going on? My brother? Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Nah, CT, no for kasha, no for kasha. Today is just a simple bread. I ain't going too fancy. Simple bread. We're going. Natasha, woy. Trini cooking with Natasha, locked on, boom, bang. Roger, what going on, Roger, inside. Shams inside. Leo, inside. Leo, that's how we going. Other people that are coming. Give me 2 minutes. Other people coming, because you see when I start now, people gonna be like, oh, we miss out and we miss this and we miss that. So let's get people a minute or two, let them come in, and then we go start the thing. Right. Sarah, thanks for logging on, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Alright, so let me get into it now. Boom. I'll pull up the recipe on the website. And for those who do not know, the website is eatafoodtt.com. So all the recipes that we post on YouTube are in written form on the website. So log on, log in. Alright, homemade bread. Let's go. That's not my recipe. Alright, here we go. This is my recipe here. Right. Okay, good. I'm going to wash my hands. Be right back. Right. Now we can get this ball rolling. Right. So I have 2 types of flour here. All-purpose flour and baker's flour. Now I'm going to show you, because people will not always have baker's flour in the kitchen, but more than likely people will usually have all-purpose flour. So I will be using all-purpose flour for this recipe, so that you can see I'm not using nothing fancy to make the dough come together and that kind of thing. Oh, I'm going to put some more water to boil one time too. 1 second. Right. So again, I have baker's flour here, but I'm not using the baker's flour. I'm going to use the all-purpose flour because this will be more readily available. It's something that most people would have in the kitchen. Unless you're actually intending to bake, people wouldn't really buy baker's flour per se. They would buy the all-purpose flour and they would use it to make the bread, the bake, the dumpling and that kind of thing. So I'm going to use the all-purpose flour to make the bread. So again, we're following the recipe to a T. I'm not going to do anything different. I'm going to grab the shortening from in the fridge one time. Alright, so at the shortening thing, right, we set. So, recipe calls for 4 cups of flour. So we're starting with that. I'm going to try to do this and look at the chat at the same time. So bear with me if you're commenting and I'm not responding. You know, multitasking is not my forte, but we'll see. Right. Hey, Belly and Ann. Hey, Leo, alright, nice. Yeah, that tuna recipe is our go-to. That's our lifesaver. Alright. Just on a Jillian, just on a whole on a. Alright, we're going in 4 cups of flour. Not sifting or nothing. We need just 4 cups of flour. Now want all of this here is on a rocket science business. Is literally follow these steps and your bread should come out, supposed to come out good. I don't want to say perfect, but I would say good. Bread should come out good. Right, so 4 cups of flour, right? Go in with a tablespoon of yeast. Now the yeast here is instant dry yeast, so you could put this to bloom in warm water, but you actually don't need to because it's instant yeast, so it will go straight into the flour. So we're going to do that. Tablespoon of yeast, right? Now we want to go with 2 tablespoons of shortening. Now, this is where the warm water will come in. So, what happening here is that I just take this out of the fridge. So, it's still cool, but you want it soft. So, a good trick in softening this and to get your water at the right temperature. So, I'll tell you how I get my water at the right temperature. The water is supposed to be warm. It's supposed to be hot. It shouldn't be room temperature. It's above room temperature, but not hot, to activate the yeast properly. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'm going to put in the salt one time. A teaspoon of salt. And remember, always put salt in your bread, else it would just taste like nothing. And you don't want your bread to taste like nothing. You want your bread to have some flavor, so I had to put salt in the bread. Now you want to go with a teaspoon of sugar, white sugar. You could use brown sugar if you have brown sugar, that's no problem. Right, now combine this. I'm boiling water here. Alright, so you want to make sure all the dry ingredients combined well. So use your spoon or your spatula or whatever and make sure it combine. Alright. That should be good there. Right, now I want to show you something that is a twofold trick. One, I just take the shortening out of the fridge, so the shortening cold. We don't want it cold, we want it to come down to temperature, we want it actually melted. And we want to get the water at the right temperature. So what I do is, to get the water at the perfect temperature, I go with, so this calls for 1.25 cups of water. I would go with 1/2 cup of boiling water and then 3/4 cups of room temperature water, and that should get my water at the right temperature. But what I would do is add the 1/2 cup of boiling water first. And now I will add 2 tablespoons of the shortening. And most of these packs come with markings on them. Let me see if I can zoom in here and show you. Let's see if I can zoom. Right. Zoom a little more. Right, so yeah, most of these packs come with the markings showing you how much. So this is divided into 2 tablespoons, sorry. So we're going with 2 tablespoons, so let's cut it here and add it into the hot water for it to melt. So I'm going to do that now. Okay. So let's cut it on the mark here. We have about 2 tablespoons of shortening. Just want to place that in there. And now the boiling water will actually melt the shortening. Right? And that is a good tip on how to, one, as I said, it's twofold. So one is to get the water the right temperature, and also to melt your shortening. So, don't know if you could see that, but shortening melted inside there. So I'll keep stirring that. A little more melting still. I'll keep melting it. And you want to be careful. Don't make the mistake of, after this is melted, to just pour this into this. You need to add the room temperature water. If you do that, your yeast will not activate. The water will be too hot and it will actually kill the yeast. And we don't want that to happen. We want the bread to rise. So, you know, make sure that once this is melted, that you add the room temperature water to this before adding it into your dried ingredients. Alright, what we don't need, chat? Natasha, I agree. We need a doubles recipe. My mother used to make doubles back in the day. I will try my hand at it, you know, but I ain't know, boy. I will try my hand, but I really need an expert to show me how to make doubles proper. Or I might just go on your channel and follow your recipe and see if you know, if I could make. So you all please head over to Trini Cooking with Natasha and subscribe to her channel as well. She has a lot of great recipes. Trini, what's going on? Alright. Ronaldo tells CJ we don't make inferior bread here. This is no kiss bread. Fire bun kiss. Right. So, shortening melted. Now I'm going to get my room temperature water to add to this. So now we add the room temperature water, and that should give us the right temperature, and that's it. You want the water warm, like if you're going to take a warm bath, that's the kind of temperature that we're looking for. And we pour that in. I'm not pouring all one time. It's always a good rule to, you know, pour like half or 3/4, see how it's going, and then pour the rest. Because I mean, there are any number of factors that could change the hydration, the temperature of the room could, you know, change how the flour, absorbs the liquid. And right now I have the AC on. Really, the AC should be off, but if the AC is off now, I will be sweating like a pig. So, keeping the AC on. Alright, add some more water and get to mixing. Right. this is the part that most people just shy away from. And I find like, alright, if you're making bread, you really shouldn't be afraid of this process, because to me this is the best part of the process, which is kneading the dough with your hands. So I find, I mean, I don't know if you could see this. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you could see. Just based on my experience looking at this dough, it could be a little on the wet side. It might need like a dusting of flour still, but I'm gonna, because I want to follow the recipe to a T, I'm gonna put it on the surface and start to knead it, and you know, you'll see if it comes together. So I'm not gonna add any more flour right now. We're gonna work with it as is. I'm using my spatula now, because one thing I really do like to see is see when you're baking and thing, and you're gonna put your dough out and then you just leave all this flour and dough and things stick up here. One, I mean, it's not a big waste per se, but the process of having to clean this bowl after is like, for me, it's just like to scrape it. Just make sure and scrape it good and make your cleaning process easier, and get, you know, every last bit of the ingredients into the bread and not staying on the bowl. So, see that here. Right. So we have all the dough here. Now, yeah, touching my face. It's only me in here, so you don't have to worry about no contagion and that kind of thing. So now, alright, so usually you could flour the surface here, but this is a wooden surface, so the bread shouldn't stick as much. But as I say, the dough kind of wet, so we'll see. I may have to add some more flour, but as I said, I kind of want to follow the recipe to a T. So if I had a dust a little flour, I mean, that's not no scene, but you're going to work with it as is. So now, it's time to get my hands dirty and get in. Usually I'll go with my two hands, but I think I might. Here, and I'm gonna go in with this hand. I'm gonna keep this hand clean for now. And again, well, I don't know if you all saw the video, but it's a pulling and pushing process with the kneading the dough. It's pushing with the base of your palm and then pulling with your fingers. So as I said, the dough looking a little wet. Definitely a little wet. So sprinkle some flour. Not much. Don't want it to go from too wet to too dry. So sprinkle a little bit of flour. And to me, there's the real fun part, like getting my hands dirty and working the dough, bringing it together. That's the best part of making bread for me. Alright, what going on in the comments? Yeah, you have to take care. Listen, Jillian, if you don't treat this bread with love, you understand? If you don't treat this bread with love, your bread ain't gonna come out good enough. The bread have a mind of its own. If you treat this bread with hate, your bread will come out hateful. You don't want your bread to come out hateful, you want the bread to come out loving. So you have to treat your bread with love. PKM trainer, more than likely you either left it too long to proof, or you use too much yeast. That's what would cause the bread to be too yeasty. Too much yeast or leaving it too long, that it overproof. That's the thing. Alright, so we coming together. Again, we're still on the wet side, but the thing is, if you have a stand mixer, KitchenAid, and a dough hook, this will, it wouldn't matter. The dough hook will just keep working this until it comes together. And I mean, I could do that here. Like, I just could keep working it until it eventually comes together and become homogeneous is the homogeneous is the word I'm looking for. Homogeneous. But ain't nobody got time for that. So sprinkle it a little more. So far, if we want to be accurate, we have 4 and I would say 4 1/3 cups of flour here being used. Because this is a half cup and I use the whole half. The whole half. Yeah, I use the whole half. So the measuring cups, and spoons, I believe I got that in IAMs, you know. IAM, I think, had those. Right, so we good to go here in terms of consistency of the dough. I'm gonna scrape. Right, I'm gonna continue to work it. As I continue to work it, all this excess dough will come off my hands and things, so don't worry about that. Let's keep working the dough. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom in a bit so you can see a little more of the kneading motion. So as you can see, it's pull with the base of your hand, push, sorry, with the base of your hand and pull. And that's when you push, pull, and you keep turning the dough. And you need to do this for about 8 minutes is the standard to really develop the gluten in the bread. Don't waste none of this. All this is good dough that could go back in the bread, so yeah. Waste not, want not. Alright. And you can see how the dough coming together, you see. Right. We're going on any chat there. Hello, Alima. Yeah, you can get birthday bread. You want bread? Tomorrow is Alima's birthday. Everybody tell Alima happy birthday. Alima is my sister and also a member of the team on Eater Food, working behind the scenes. Whole wheat? Nah, I don't know whole wheat. I don't know whole wheat. I've only a white flour. I don't know whole wheat. If you want whole wheat, you have to bring your own flour. Right. How long are we going for now? I feel like I need this for a while. I can take 8 minutes past. But we definitely have a real nice dough going on with a real tight skin. That is what we're looking for. So in the early stages of kneading the dough, I like to, apply some pressure to really get the gluten developing. But as it becomes tighter, like this, I like to go a little lighter now. A little more delicate with the touch. And you see the dough is like real soft and pliable now. All I could see, it didn't take no kind of rocket science really to bring this dough together. It's just, making sure the water at the right temperature, measuring out the stuff, measuring out your ingredients. You have a little flour on standby if the dough is a little too sticky, and yeah, you just work it, and you keep working it, and eventually it will come together. Now I can tell you already, this is going to be a real nice bread. Like, no question, it's gonna make a real nice bread. The skin, as I say, tight and smooth and soft, and look at it. Watch that. Proper bread that. Nice and soft. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Watch that. Watch it kinda, my fingerprints in that bread, watch that. Soft, soft. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Are they seeing that? Are they seeing that? Are they seeing that? Are they seeing that? Yeah, man. And it's a technique that I saw a lady doing on, I believe it was, I can't remember what country, but it was Anthony Bourdain was interviewing a lady, and she was making bread. Old lady, a granny, a auntie. I believe it was in Jamaica or something. And she did this technique. She was just kind of pushing the bread back and forth between her hand. And just get the dough real soft and smooth. And since I see that technique, I was like, hey, that look like real, real traditional, long time thing. Some granny back in the day come up with this technique. So I like to use it. And it's actually make the bread real soft. Well, the dough to reach bread stage. Let's make the dough real soft. Right, we not get that. See what's it? That real. What the hand now? The hand now? Listen, listen. Smooth. Right, so, boom. Actually woke up a little sweat there, but that's alright. Cooking, gas. Okay, so, into a bowl. And you want to cover this and let it proof. I will cover it with some cling. But you could use a wet, well, not wet, a moist kitchen towel, and that will prevent it from developing a skin that filled. So I'm gonna cover this, and this will take about 45 minutes and double in size, and then punch it down, knead it again for 5 minutes or 2-3 minutes, and then form it into a ball and we throw it in the oven. So what I will do now, moist. What I will do is I'll actually go and make another bread. So I'll start over the process for anybody who now join while this one thing in. Because I mean, all they don't want to stand up here and watch me while that dough rising. So I'll make a next bread, and in the time that I make this, the next one probably ain't gonna be ready, but you have a little time to kill. So I'm gonna get started on the next one. Just have a little sweat going on. Don't worry, I'm making no sweat bread. Don't frighten all yourself. Alright, who on the inside there? I never made cocoa bread before. Link my recipe. Yeah, if you want, you could use this dough for pizza, you know. It'll work. But I have a specific pizza dough recipe. It will work for pizza, but if you want like a real best pizza dough, I have a different recipe for that. Alright, so we're going again. From the top. How to try this. Alright, so from the top. Greetings, New Jersey. What's going on? I'm making our bread here. And again, starting with 4 cups of flour. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I need to put this to boil again, so okay. So to this flour, add in 1 teaspoon sugar. This is literally all the salt I have remaining. I have to go and get salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1 tablespoon of instant dry yeast. I'm going to combine all this. Chenille, I get that right? Chenille? Don't worry, Chenille. Hey, Detroit locked on. What's going on, Deborah? Glad to have you. Alright. So, I'll show you how to make the bread come together with no hassle. It's nasty. I'm going to make sure that all this combine well. Again, remember, there's a couple of things to make sure the bread come out right. One is measuring out the ingredients, and I have all the measurements on the website, eatafoodtt.com. I will link to the recipe in a bit. When my hands get clean, I'll put a link in the chat. And then the temperature of the water needs to be correct to activate the yeast proper. And the tip that I use, or the trick that I use to get the water the right temperature, is a ratio of boiling water to room temperature water to get it right. So I'm going to go with, so before I use 1.25 cups with the shortening, and as you could see it was a little wet. So instead I'm going to go for 1 cup of water. And we'll see. If I had to add a little more, we'll see, but we should be good with 1 cup. So I'm going with 1/2 cup. not half, sorry. We're going with 1/4 cup of boiling water. So that's 1/4 right there. And now, like I said, I had the shortening in the fridge, so it is cold, and we want it to be at room temperature, or we want it to be melted. So 2 tablespoons of shortening. Again, these usually have, if you look on the back of it, it would usually have the markings telling you what is what. It'll tell you like 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, 3/4 cup, or it will tell you tablespoon. This divided into tablespoons, so we're going for 2 tablespoons of shortening. Drop in the shortening into the boiling water, and we're going to melt the shortening in the boiling water. So this trick is twofold. One is to melt the shortening in the boiling water, and then the other part is getting the water at the correct temperature to make sure that the yeast activated. So go in with the melting, almost there. No baking powder at all, we only using yeast. Yeast alone. For real 27th. This is the time to have a little skills so that you know you're under quarantine, but you ain't gonna starve. You buy some raw ingredients and you could pull your hand. Alright, so to this boiling water, I'm gonna top it up to 1 cup, and that'll give us the right temperature, the right amount of liquid, and the right temperature of water to activate these. Alright, so we're going in now with liquid. Let's mix together. It's looking a little shaggy, but I'm going with my hands one time to bring it together, because it'll bring it together better than trying to mix with the spoon. So I'm going to go with my hands one time, get everything well mixed. Again, scrape in the bowl, make sure get everything from the bowl onto the surface. Don't make sense leaving that there. One, you're wasting, though. 2, you're giving yourself more work to clean up. So it's just about working smart, you know. And now we just want to bring this together. And to be perfectly honest with you, so this one I went, and it's just to show you the difference in preparing dough, because sometimes, again, depending on the temperature of the room and that kind of thing, and the temperature of the water, and that could change the hydration level in the flower. And you know, it is never be, at least for me, it will be 100% exact. It'll be like a off in terms of the flour, off in terms of the liquid. This slightly dry, but I prefer to deal with a dough that's a little more wet than a dough that's a little more dry. But I'll bring this together all the same. So it just take a little more effort to bring this one together than the wet dough. Yeah, so I'll bust a little more sweat. Don't worry, I'm not sweating in the bread. So no sweat bread. Again, when I start off, I like to add a little more force. So with 2 hands and a little pressure, push and pull. And I mean, it'll feel like if, you know, sometimes it'll feel like if, you know, it ain't happening. But again, you have to give it time. It's supposed to need it for 8 minutes at least. So let's keep kneading. That's what going on, Anne-Marie, eating and making babies. That sounds like a plan. In the bowl, sorry Doreen, at what point you're talking about? Hey, what's going on, Shalene? What's up? Alright, now let's zoom in so you can see what's going on with the dough. See it coming together, but like I say, this one was easier to work with because it was a little wet. This one was a slightly dry, but again, coming together same way. This is just take a little more effort because it's on the drier side. As you can see, for this one I didn't need to put no extra flour on the surface. How long we need them for? Gentlemen, time in this one. 6:06. Yes, I did add these. I added these right before the salt and sugar. Oh no, right after, sorry, the salt and sugar. Yep, you gotta keep kneading at least 8 minutes to make sure the gluten develop. At least 8 minutes of kneading. It's not an hour for now thing. Again, a proper upper body workout with this dough. If you're not good at kneading dough, practice. Seriously, that's all I could recommend. Or, I mean, you could buy a stand mixer and get a dough hook, but to me that's taking all the fun out of making bread. To me the fun in making bread is the kneading process, so just practice. 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of yeast. So it's 4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of yeast. We're almost there. Almost there. Alright, so in the bowl, some cling. This one is going to put this to proof as well. As well. Now let's clear up here a little bit. So what's going on? I tried making sourdough bread back a couple, well, not a couple, a good bit of years ago. Sourdough bread, I tried, you know, feeding a starter and all that. It didn't last for very long. I didn't have the patience nor the discipline to keep feeding it. So, yeah, that was short-lived. But you know, I might give it a try again at some point. So, we have probably about 20 minutes again with this dough. So, what do we do in the meantime? Or they want to wait, or they want to come back? You know what? I will leave the roti to the experts. Now I could do something where I try it. I mean, I could make roti. I wouldn't say that I make a best roti. I just make an alright roti. I could make an okay roti. So I could try a roti, but I would really leave that to the experts, as I say, people like Natasha, you know, Reshmi, even Chris from Caribbean Pot. Definitely, they have more experience than me making roti. As I say, I could make it, but it's definitely not my comfort zone. So, who knows? Yeah, I could do that, you know. But are we trying things? It's not a bad series to do. Right. I never tried rye bread. Never did rye bread before. Still mastering normal bread. I mean, although I could make a good bread consistently, it's still, you know, a tiny margin, I wouldn't say of error, but there's always a tiny margin of adding a little bit of this or less of that every time I make a bread. So, you know, I'm definitely not an expert bread maker. I wouldn't even call myself a proficient bread maker. I would say that, you know, I could make bread, you know. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Thank you very much. Right, so this still have about 20 minutes, as I see. But as you can see, it's coming along real nice. Real nice. Look at that. Coming along nicely. I feel it's time for, you know, a little refreshments. What is it? Yeah. I'll drink our water here. So, any questions about the channel? Anything at all you all want to know? ask any comments. Yeah, I think it's about time everybody could go and grab something, grab a little drinky drink. And pour myself a little something here. Nothing much, just a little. Alright. Cheers. Right, so yeah, we're waiting on this here to rise, and then I'll show all the next step. Hey Rishmi, what going on? Yeah. Cheers. What are you drinking? Cheers. I ended up making a cheese pizza. Just regular cheese. I just add some mozzarella and thing there. I make a regular cheese pizza, and then I just put some chili flakes on it after and call that George. Nothing elaborate. We have guests all the time, you know, like Natasha has been on the channel, Reshmi has been on the channel. So we have guests from time to time. Leo, what you want to know? Ask and I shall tell. What you want to know? But yeah, from time to time we just have guests. When Reshmi in the country, she would come through. Natasha, it's been a while since Natasha come. Still trying to coordinate with Chris. We was always intent to link up, but it has never happened. Who else we had on the channel? We had Jaiga, he did a bull drawl. We had Chef Amit he was talking to us about dal puri. Jason Peru has been on the channel as well, quite often. My favorite guest, I don't have any favorites. You know, everybody just bring their own vibe. And I have a relationship, a good relationship with everybody, so I can't say that I have a favorite guest. Afia from In Season Tours has been on the channel as well, doing stuff. We had Chef Gerard Marquez on the channel as well, doing, he did the Guinness pulled pork sliders, and actually this year I want to feature Gerard more on the channel too, so as soon as this whole COVID thing clear up, because people ask for more videos with Gerard, so we'll definitely be seeing Gerard more often. But yeah, I have no favorite. I have no favorite. I mean, I actually enjoy, because I mean, most of the times it's me and Emily choosing stuff. So, you know, getting other people to come on board and do stuff has always been a good thing. I really like when Reshmi come through, always good vibes. Reshmi's a real cool soul there, and she's always supportive, so yeah man. Oh, thanks Reshmi, yeah, that was actually, I ain't gonna lie, so I had the idea to do that since like October 2019. And the person I was supposed to originally do it with, the plans fell through. So I actually wasn't even going to do it again. And then just so happened out of the blue, Jason called me and he told me this person was coming in from Toronto and they wanted to link up and they wanted to do something. We didn't even have an idea of what to do yet. And when he told me, he was like, you know, well, this person come in and they want to do something. I think what he had in mind was to do like a cooking thing, and I was like, well, nah. I actually had an idea to do like a street food tour or a food tour of Port of Spain for Carnival from since last year. So we jumped at the opportunity to do it. That was real hectic to do because we shoot it in 2 days, and then so it was we shot on the Thursday and Friday, I believe it was. Oh no, it was the Friday and the Monday. Yeah, and that was real hectic. So we started shooting. We shot the Friday, the Saturday and Sunday. I started editing, and then the Monday we shot. And that Monday night I edited it, and it was up by Tuesday. So it was real hectic. It was a lot of work, but it was real fun. It was fun to do. Hey Michelle, what's up? Thanks. It's actually that same imitation artisan bread recipe that I'm doing right now. It's really a normal bread that just have the slots on top. It's a regular bread. That's why I call it an imitation artisan bread. What cooking school did I go to? I went to the cooking school of Granny and Mommy and my father and brethrens. Yeah. I didn't actually go to any formal cooking school or anything like that. It's just home taught and well self. Anything that I enjoy or interested in, I always go and research. So I do a lot of research on my own, trying to figure out stuff. And because of what we do, I actually get to interact with a lot of chefs in Trinidad. Chef Khaled, Pierre, Dominic Beans, Chef Amit, Jason Peru, Ridge, Truman, Bridget, Deborah. Yeah, I get to interact with a lot of chefs, and as always, you know, just kind of, you know, Mako, see what they're doing, try to learn from them too. So I try to pick up little things along the way. And even watching other creators like Reshmi, Chris, Natasha. You know, you can learn something from anybody, from any source. So I'll always be open to, you know, learning stuff. So yeah, I just try to be like a sponge now and learn things. Yes, Reshmi, I feel so. I feel so. With the exception of my take on dumplings, because I think I probably anger the ancestors with my whole dumpling thing. But other than that, yeah. The chef that did the pot of pilau, that was pilau. Which one was that by? The pilau or the okra rice? Who did that pilau? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. So much videos, so much things. Yeah, mommy and granny cooking school. I mean, that's how most of us learn, right? I'm pretty sure it's the same for Reshmi, it's been the same for Natasha, same for Chris. A lot of us would have learned from our mothers, grandmothers, that kind of thing. I mean, that's, you know, that's a given here in the Caribbean. Matter of fact, in the Caribbean, I believe in any part of the world you go, cooking is something handed down through the family, you know. So, yep. Right. We're almost there actually. Looking real, I don't know, looking good. It's kind of double in size here. Double. Yeah, I think we're good to go, you know. So now, first and foremost, I'm going to turn on the oven. 350. sheet with parchment paper one time. I just find this easier than having to grease and flour the pan and things. Just use some parchment paper. This is nothing fancy. You could find this in the grocery, in the baking section. You find parchment paper. Nothing fancy at all. Alright, so dough here. I'm going to zoom in and let you see what it really look like. Let's adjust this a little bit. So you're seeing, yeah, what you want to do is now you want to punch the air out it. Right. Of course, you want to turn it back out onto the surface now. Again, but this time not for the same length of time as before. So do this for about 2-3 minutes. To really come together nice. A nice soft dough. Right. More. Gas out, gas that the yeast that I've produced. Right, be good there. Feels totally deflated now, and now it's time to shape it up. Now, I mean, you could get a bread pan, drop it in a bread pan, and let it proof again in there. But as you know, this is the Imitation Artisan bread, so I'm going to form it into a kind of oval American football shape, like so. Place it on the baking tray. So I'll cover this. Actually, what I'll do now, I'm going to wait for this. To rise for about 15 minutes. Yeah. You have the next one in the background, they're coming along as well. Well on our way, man. We on our way. We on our way. Bread coming to come. Leave this here so you can see. So we have the bread here. I'm gonna get my knife ready to make my incisions. The thing about this is, I think I mentioned it in the video, you really don't want to use a dull knife to score the bread. So I want to make sure by sharpening this blade here. Usually I'll use my whetstone and sharpen it the old school way, but I know I don't want to be hearing that in the mic, so it's probably real annoying right now. So I think we're good there. Just align the blade with the steel. If you don't use a sharp knife or a razor blade, it will actually just end up zugging the bread. You really want a nice clean incision. So this knife's supposed to be sharp, but I'm just making sure. I learned on YouTube that the best way actually to align the blade is to keep the steel at a 90-degree angle, put the knife at a 45-degree angle, and some people say that this thing that chefs do, that you see chefs doing, is not aligning the blade. They say the proper way to align the blade is like this. Who knows? I don't know if it's true. But, you know, you see all kind of thing on the internet. Blade a wash. So I have my knife ready, and then this do its thing. Alright, we're going on. Chat section. A female chef waiting to taste. Somebody forgot the pigtail, right? No, so there, that wasn't pale out. That was the that was in Fanatic Kitchen Studio. That was the okra rice. We actually did that around Christmas time last year. That was with Chef Everard, Chef Ridge, Chef Jody. Yeah, we did that in Fanatic Kitchen Studio. That was a good day, but we had fun doing that. We had real lime and talk shipping and something. That was real good. Yeah, listen, it's high-tech thing, you know, CT give high-tech, you know, is remote for the camera and thing. Where you feel it is? We in the game. We in the game. Oh, seriously, yeah, that sharpness, this sharpness, is similar to the ones that you rest down on the surface on your party blade, but this one is handheld. You put it on here. Do that. Leo, you're booking your flight to go where, boy? Right now, all borders closed. You can't go nowhere. National security go turn you back. But we don't support no kiss here, boy. We don't support no kiss. City girl, talk to Ronaldo dinner about kiss bread. Tell them we don't support kiss bread in these parts. Kiss bread. Man watching this good bread, good wholesome bread. I'm talking about kiss. Son, sponge sponge bread. Good bread we talking about here. Bread made with love. No machine bread. You understand? No mass market bread. Homemade. Artisan. Handcrafted. Yeah, we support the local bakeries. Not the conglomerates, not the conglomerates. Support the small man. And City Girl, I've taken it back to Ireland here with some Jameson. Taking it back to the Irish. Cheers. Yes, sir, they. Homemade is the best. Talk to them now. Let them know. Man coming in here talking about kiss bread. Hey Ronaldo, bring the cheese now. I really need the cheese right. This bread gonna be finished bake in about 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. Bring some cheese now. Yeah, well, it's Jameson TT, Jameson Trinidad, massive distribution. They drop off a little gift bag for me on St. Patrick's Day. With a little, you know, whiskey. I was like, hey, look at that. Look at that. So, you know, that was nice. Thank you, massive distribution and Jameson TT. Thank you for the gift. Well appreciated. Yeah. Care package. Care. That's what we're talking about. Care, proper care. Nah. You don't want to be me. You don't want to be me. You don't want that. Alright, so we're almost ready. I think we looking alright. I would give this about 5 minutes again, and then we will score it, throw it in the oven, and see what it do. Oh yeah, that Guinness thing, that was, I ain't gonna lie, that was an amazing experience. I didn't think in my lifetime would I be able to go to Ireland, so to be able to do that was real good. I was real grateful for that. Because I mean, I really like Guinness. Guinness is actually, that is my drink now, so I was real happy to go on that tour at the factory to see Ireland. It was really a good experience. Even and the Metopia event too was like that was real best. I ain't gonna lie. Big up to Guinness Caribbean for the opportunity. That was a real once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. So I was talking earlier about sourdough. I tried doing sourdough some years ago. I actually started my own starter and everything, but I didn't have the patience or the discipline to keep it alive, so it died. So I wasn't able to make the sourdough bread. I do like an imitation kind of thing at one point, but yeah, I might try it again. I might try a starter and see if I could maintain it and do it. So I don't know in the future, but I know a guy on Twitter. He told me he have a starter that he feeding for how much years, like real years. So I actually might invite him to bring his starter and just talk about the whole process. Do it, you know, keep maintaining it and feeding it and making sourdough bread and things. So I think that might be a cool thing to document in the future. Yeah, that I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the brand Guinness, the product, have a lot of history behind it. But I think because we have our own, you know, local homegrown beers, I think it would have been a real cool thing to kind of start something like that now and start, you know, building the whole kind of story behind the brand for products. I feel like that is something that we don't do well, or we don't do often here. Like we don't tell the story behind the brand. And sometimes like a brand will have a story, like everybody will know the story, and then the brand will do something to kind of deviate away from it. I don't know. I don't know why we don't do things like that. For example, I mean, Flavorite is one. Flavorite is like a household name. You understand? Like everybody grew up on Flavorite ice cream. I find like a brand like that should have, so, let me say, take for example Devon House ice cream in Jamaica. Actually, Devon House is a huge thing. You understand? Like Devon House ice cream is like an institution in Jamaica, and our equivalent to that is Flavorite. And I mean, look at Flavorite in shambles. Like why we even have Haagen-Dazs here? Why we have Cold Stone here? Well, had Cold Stone here. We should have the same way it have like Haagen-Dazs outlets. It should have Flavorite outlets. Come and sit down and you carry a girl on a date. Them kind of thing, them kind of cheesy thing now. On a Sunday evening, you're going to sit down and you have a orange pine, and a sour sop and a coconut. We know how to do things, right? We know how to do things. Actually, one of the real nice things was going to the brewery, not the museum. The museum was real bad, like real blow my mind. But the brewery blow my mind too, right? Like, so in the brewery, they actually have a bar set up where they do craft versions of Guinness. So it have flavors of Guinness that you could buy in that bar on tap that you can't get anywhere else. And I find like, Jared, that's brilliant, Jared. Like, imagine going to a Stag, going into the Stag brewery, Carib brewery, and only able to get certain flavors and blends of Stag and Carib at the brewery itself. That real best. People would run down that. That's the kind of things we need to do. That is true. I mean, again, Guinness is since 1759, is it? I think that is the year it was started, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean, Guinness has a long history, but again, even with our homegrown brands, I find we don't do enough to build, not just build the story, but to take the story that existing and build the brand around it now. Build it for what people know. Like people know your brand is this, people know your brand is that. Let me just build on that experience now. I don't know, I feel like we just want to do so much but then end up doing so little. And again, I will always use Devon House as a example. Devon House in Jamaica, that's a huge thing. If you go actually to Devon House, when I went to the place itself, I was like, Jay, like this real, like why we don't have anything remotely close to this in Trinidad? Like, I don't understand. Devon House ice cream, how they set it up and how they push it, real best. Yeah, 1759, yep. Yeah. Alright, I think we're good to go here with this bread. We're looking good. I am going to score it now. So let me zoom in. And I have my knife here. This. With the knife, and this is not a thing, you can't saw it, you can't, pull it and then push it and pull it again. It's one motion. However, hang it swing. You understand? So that's why your knife need to be sharp. Hopefully, This knife don't embarrass me and it's sharp enough. Actually, I test it on a piece of paper, you know. But too late, we done here. There we go. Alright, it's one pull. So we go in. Alright, go in again. Could have been a little sharper, but that is it. That's what we're looking like. Right? So that is it there. We're going into the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So yeah, let me do this. Right. It could be a little sharper, man. It's sharper, but it could be a little sharper. Like when I say sharp, like it's sharp, real sharp. This, it let me down a little bit, man. It wasn't razor sharp. It was sharp. It wasn't razor sharp. Yeah, that's supposed to say, no, when it's going so shoo. It's supposed to be like a samurai, you know, like a samurai cutting me bread now. But I think it could be a little more samurai-ish. Alright. Yeah, well, a razor blade is really the real thing for this, for that thing. So we have the next dough here, risen. So this one, I feel I'm gonna go for the bread pan vibes for this bread, for this dough. Unform it and put it in our bread pan. Bread done start to smell already, but smelling real good. These ones start to smell our bread already. Smelling like Saturday night, 8 o'clock, so scouting for talent going on TV. Mother making fresh bread, but the bread done going in and come out, the sweet bread going in now. So yeah, scouting for talent going on. Bread come out, bread and cheese, and some cocoa. Cocoa going on, hot cocoa, bread, cheese and hot cocoa. Yeah, like Saturday night, all in about that. All in about that. Scouting for talent. Am I all it? Get my bread pan. Yeah, like Jed, every time I think about fresh homemade bread and sweet bread and thing, I always think Saturday night. Saturday night is when my mother used to handle her bread and sweet bread and thing. And there will always be around the time scouting for talent going on. Always. So I always remember that now, like. Saturday night scouting for talent business. Yeah. That's only channel 2 and 13. They know nothing else. They don't know cable. So that way you had to watch. It's either you watch that. Hopefully scouting for talent going good and your mother and your father engrossed in it. So we outside linemen in the road, and because they caught up in scouting for talent, they didn't even realize we in the road and we linemen. You know what? I will not use the parchment paper for this. I'll actually grease the pan. So I'll just use a little bit of the shortening. Back. Give this to rise as well. I ain't ashamed of my age, Red. You understand all it? I ain't ashamed of my age at all. Like Jed, I was talking to a partner earlier today, and my generation, like our generation, who we born in the late 70s, it has so much first that we lived through that other generations wouldn't understand, like living through certain things now. So being born in the 70s, we alright, we was children in the 80s, right? Things like computers to begin with. Like people don't understand the evolution of like arcade games and that kind of thing. Like we was there, we lived through arcade games from, you know, it being like the big thing, and then it had the miniature ones that they used to get and they carried to school. From that to Atari and Coleco and them kind of thing. And them games was 4-bit or 6-bit. Everything was blocks and squares. And then to go from that into computers and, you know, from DOS to Windows. It's like we had different iterations coming through the ranks, you know, different things now. So I did, you're not hearing? I mean, you're not hearing. Are they hearing me, right? Are they hearing me? Everybody hearing me? Are they hearing me? Are they hearing me, right? Yes? No? Check, 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 check. Alright, good. Yeah. So, I used to do art in school, graphic design. Graphic design in the 90s is not what it was now. We had no computers. So graphic design was if you want to design, let me say a magazine cover. Actually, let me get a magazine and show you. So check this out. Right, check this out, right? Now, certain things you would take for granted. So let me say, back in school days, you get a project, and the project was to design this magazine cover, right? And you have no computer. Now, on a computer, you just go, you put a square in Illustrator, you change the color, and then you choose your font and that kind of thing. We didn't have that. Everything was, you would call it paste up, right? Is a page, or using a mat board, and then you had to paste everything with glue, with stick glue, paste everything on to the board. So first you had to have your photo of your fruits, right? You have your photo. You could probably use paint, like acrylic paint or something, and tape and paint your square. But to do this lettering, right? So usually what we would do, didn't have, you know, the means to be doing color prints for basic schoolwork. Like if it's end of term final project, yeah, you could do you go and get your color copies and things. But everything was in black and white. So it had a book called the lecture set book. Now, see, like, all right, you go in Microsoft Word, and you pull up, you type something, and then you can just pull a drop-down list, and it just have fonts. It didn't have no fonts list. It had a book called the lecture set book, and the lecture set book was full of fonts, right? So what we used to do, well, and it was a very expensive book, so I couldn't afford the book. So you go to the library with your library card, you borrow the lecture set book, you carry by CCS, and you choose the font that you want, the one that you like, and you have to make multiple copies of that page. So that had the font in the alphabet from A to Z, and the numbers 0 to 9 on the page. So A to Z in lowercase, A to Z in capitals. I think it had it in italics as well, and then 0 to 9. And wait, Ronaldo calling me. Hold on. Hold on, 1 second. Where are they? Alright, I'm coming. 1 second, people. How are you feeling to be in the outside world? So, it was a book, CJ, I telling them about a long time when they had to do graphic design, right? So, if you had to do this, right? If you had to design this, you don't have to come, you just have to answer. You just have to answer. If you had to design this, what do you think we had to do? You want a computer, you get your picture, you get the font, and you pay it up, right? And you just design it, you save it, and you send it to print. You don't know. Back in the day, you had to get your picture, then it had a book with all the fonts. So you had to go and borrow the book from the library. You get your library card, you go in the library, you borrow the book. And on the book, it had different fonts. You choose whichever font you wanted. It had it from A to Z, 0 to 9, lowercase, uppercase, italics. You carry it by the CCS, the office store. You make photocopies of the page that you want with the font that you want. You have to make multiple, because remember, depending on what you're spelling out, you need like 3 L's or 2 I's or 1 E and that kind of thing. So you have to make sure you get multiple copies. You make your copies, and then now it's time to actually place it onto the page. Because on a computer, you can't print it out. You have to actually take out a knife, well, an X-Acto blade with a ruler, and sit down and cut out each letter and then stick it down on the page. And the teacher we had was so anal, right? He was so thing. you know, watch the spacing in between each other. So if the spacing off, you losing marks also. So you have to sit down with a ruler and measure out the spacing between each other before you place it on the page. That is how we started to go through back in the day, before computers doing graphic design. Now a man can just come, choose thing, through wherever on a page, and then that is that. We lived through that. I can't remember how we end up talking about this.
Cheese in the house, cheese in the house.
Boom, bang, Ronaldo come through in the clutch with the cheese. Boom.
Just in case.
Oh.
Just in case. Just in case.
I'm not sure what we was doing this. Man, bring that abomination. Oh, good. Wait. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pretty bread.
Timer saying 10 minutes. Your brother see, you on good bread or you want to taste what good bread tastes like? That old bread you eating, old bread. I like any old bread to eat good. Kiss bread ain't good. Y'all drink on. Yeah. Tables. So yeah, we live through some real thing. Like I feel our generation, we kind of sit in a special place where we get to see plenty first, and then I watching how people, well, younger people responding to this whole coronavirus thing. People talking about mental health and all kind of thing. We didn't even start, we didn't even have a week into it yet, and people talking about stress and thing. We lived through the coup. Son, I went in, Tom was like Beirut. Tom looked like in the Middle East. Thing was burn out and Tom was burning. From where I live in Mobile at the time, I could see where HDC is now on Independence Square. It had a big grocery called Alams. Alams was on fire. We could see the fire from where I was living. It was a big blaze. Tom was in a mess. Police all over the place, soldiers gone and all kind of thing. It was craziness. If people had to live through that now, what they would do, right? But I mean, yeah, the coronavirus is a serious thing. I think people still not taking it as serious as it should be. But I mean, we now start. There's a couple of days into it, so people like to losing their mind already. Now all you gotta build up your resilience, because this could be for the long haul. I think people think that they're gonna be over in 14 days, but it's not. We have some banning of the belly to some serious banning. So yeah, brace yourself. Yeah, a true friend. The man bring the cheese. The man come through with the cheese. That's what we're talking about. Cheese on deck. Put that in the fridge. Try to stay cool. Alright. You're almost ready. You smelling that? Smelling that? Cheese. Bread. Thinking about the ancestors. I ain't that old, Jen. We talk about ancestors. I ain't that old. Come, don't do me that. Yeah, Leo's a true one. Leo safely whole thing. Big up. You're almost ready with the bread. Actually, I'm gonna peek at it there. See what we're looking like. Looking good. Come on. I wonder I should put some butter or olive oil on it. I will put olive oil. expensive now. I mean, olive oil expensive too, but butter, I think butter more expensive than olive oil on hand here. The grocery situation right now. When I went, that was when Monday evening, I went to take some photos for the article I was doing. It had a lot of things that wasn't on the shelves. It had no white flour. All the flour that remained was whole wheat flour. So flour wasn't there. The canned goods section, while it had stuff, it was still kind of scanty. It had people going out and buying things. And that's why I wanted to do the article as well, to kind of give people a guide on how to, get the best bang for the buck. Because, we don't know how long this thing will last. So, it would be prudent to shop wisely. Because, again, we don't know how long it will last, and we still don't even know what's the full extent of the effects of this thing. So, yeah, I think right now, we just had to play it safe. It's not about paranoia or nothing like that. It's just playing it safe and doing what we had to do to make sure we maintain some semblance of normalcy. But as I was telling somebody today as well, I think after this whole thing, if it blow over, or when it blow over, it's gonna change how we interact, how we socialize and things. I think because people are so mindful of the transfer of germs and that kind of thing, people are gonna be way more conscious of personal space and that kind of scene. I think so. I mean, Trinis have a way of forgetting or having very short-term memory, but I think this one gonna be serious. I don't know. We go see. We might be lucky and we keep the cases to low double digits probably, and hopefully no deaths. Maybe that will be the situation, and because of that, Chinese will be a little more lapsed, or a little more laid back in terms of the whole approach. But we'll see. But I don't think it's time to to approach it in a way that, like it's not serious. It's a real serious thing. We have to be mindful of this situation. Our best cheese, Anchor cheese. Hey, don't tell I know to put City Girl business on the internet. But City Girl can't bring no wine. City Girl on lockdown right now. City Girl.
Come out from it clear. Corona right now.
City Girl on lockdown. City Girl can't bring no wine right now. Precaution. You had to take all precautions. I'm almost ready. Bread smelling.
Should you kiss any toaster there?
Yeah, man. It's done on them. I just let it get a little color. Let me see. 2 minutes. Let's raise this.
Top 5 must-have pantry items if you're quarantined.
What's that?
Somebody asking.
Top 5 items if you're quarantined. Flour. Well, food items we're talking about there, because people went and commented on the thing I was talking about, toiletries and things. Food we're talking about here. Flour, rice, some kind of canned peas, some kind of dried peas.
And a kiss bread.
and I would say some kind of frozen meat or like saltfish. So either frozen meat saltfish, canned peas, some kind of canned peas, canned beans, dried peas, dried beans, flour, rice. Yeah, we typically get New Zealand cheddar here. That's the main cheese that we get here.
I mean, you would have sharp cheddars from the UK and thing, but
Yeah.
premium.
Yeah, that'll be like more premium stuff.
But the rat cheese we usually buy, that's from where?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand cheese, yeah. See New Zealand cheese. Yeah, son, the man still talking about this kiss thing.
Kiss for life, dude. Kiss for life.
You know, we don't promote no kissing here. Kisses are forbidden word. But I talk about bread. Alright, guys, it there. I feel we could take a little more color in.
That's good, that's good.
I feel we could take a little more color. Watch that there. Boom. I feeling a little color. I feel you see this one I custom the kiss bread. So you like custom the bread with character. No? So the man said it good, but I feel I'm gonna put olive oil on it now. You know. Boom. Ain't ready to cut yet. You gotta let it cool out a bit. Alright. The color good. Watch that. Watch that bread. Well, I'm gonna zoom in. A little overexposed. Come on. Watch how we looking there. What we looking there, people? Watch that bread there. Ronaldo, what we saying?
Almost as good as a kiss.
Alright, we can't cut this yet. Gotta let it. See, you try it out. You want to give your honest opinion now? No? Sure? You want to give your honest opinion live on YouTube? Actually, the girl tasted it and said, this is terrible. Worst thing I ever eat. Kiss bread better than this.
She born and grow and kiss it.
Oh, good. Alright, you let this kind of cool a little bit. It 5 minutes or so, right? You know, they just kusume. Bread really kusume, but we go use our word because it's a good word to use. We go let the bread kusume. Watch our bread in now. Watch your bread now. Watch bread now. Can I tilt me down a little bit? Tilt me. Yeah. Watch that bread. Watch that bread. Don't watch me. Watch that bread. Look at that bread. Talk to me. What that bread said. Yeah. I feel I'm gonna just get a little more. A little more love with the olive oil there. Alright. Boom. Watch that. Nice. Alright, so you have the next one here. this going in the oven now for say 25 minutes. Alright. Transfer. You're not ready to cut your tunnel, but I already feeling to dig in shit. Let chill out a bit. Let chill for a while. Now you be ready to deal with this matter. Right. In the meantime, between time, right. Besides cheese from your best friend, what easy dishes would you recommend to eat accompanied with homemade bread? Homemade bread, other than cheese, right? Well, people will say butter. I am not a fan of butter and bread. I'm not a bread and butter person. This might sound bougie. It might sound bougie. Forgive me, but I like it. Bread, olive oil, and some balsamic vinegar. I like that. I like that. Bread, balsamic vinegar, a little bit of rosemary, or bread and olive oil with olives. Yeah. I like that. A little bougie, but that's my scene. I know City Girl go feel more on that one. But other than that, I like a nice stew tuna with bread. What else, boy? You see, any kind of like curry and thing, like I could eat bread and bread and gravy, bread and stew chicken. Bread and stew chicken, really nice. Bread and stew chicken. Yeah. I know City Girl, I know you're going to appreciate that. A fresh bread with some olives, olive oil, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and some wine. Yeah. Bougie, but nice. Bougie, but nice. Yeah. Yeah, man. Alright. I feel we're ready to do this, you know. I feel we're ready to do this. Let me see. Get her 2 minutes again. 2 minutes again. 2 minutes late. See that? It will do that. It will do that. Almost ready. I'm getting cheese. Yeah, so for me, fresh homemade bread, only need 2 things. Cheese and pepper. That is it. Cheese and pepper. Boom, bang. What you need again? No? So you're spraying the bread, CJ? What you spraying the bread?
Fry egg. Bacon.
I too much work, right? I too much work. Fry egg and bacon and thing. I don't spend. You know what? It's because you're accustomed to kiss bread. After I spend all this time making this bread, I don't want fried no egg and no bacon. But you get your bread ready made, so you go down, fry it. Nah, I ain't going through that. Cheese, pepper, boom, bang. That's all we need. We need nothing else. I think we're ready there, no? I think we're ready. Let me alright, I need to come in close here for that first cut. Alright, there. This is the moment of truth here. Moment of truth. Watch that. Yeah, man, watch that. Alright, we're going in. It's still hot, you know. It really should cool a little bit more, you know. Alright, very good.
People anxious.
People anxious. show going on there. But watch that, watch that. What's happening? Watch that, man. That is bread. Watch that. That is bread. That is bread. That is bread. Alright. So what's going on? We do this thing proper now. Cheese. A bit of cheese there. Boom. And I love you had to come in on it some. I feel we had to come in. Watch. Cheese. And then boom. With the pepper. Boom. Watch that.
You got some birdies here.
What birdies, boy? We didn't know the read Moruga red. Moruga, that's what we're dealing with. Scorpion. The scorpion we're dealing with it. Although I see birdies have some nice flavors. Birdies doing watch that. That's what's going on. That is it right there. That is our sandwich. Open face. You're done now. Yeah, come now, man. Quality on yourself. Come now. Yeah, man.
CJ said the definition of a sandwich is 2 slices of bread with a filling.
Correct. That's why I said open face. Open face language. Open face. Yeah. What? No. See now. That is bread. Alright. Moment of truth. The proof is in the pudding. And now come and try this bread. Try that way. Talk to me.
So let me see what we're dealing with here.
Don't lie.
That's a real crossboy.
Yeah. That's long. That is long. Hefty.
Heft.
It's not like bread. It's not sponge bread.
Let's take out. Let's see. Not bad. Not kiss, but. No, it's saying something.
Fresh bread, you can't beat it.
You can't beat it.
You can't beat that fresh bread.
Some cheese and butter, fresh out the oven, cannot be beat.
That's love.
Cannot be beat.
CJ, you want piece? You want a dry bread?
No. What did before you say?
No? Alright, try it off camera. You want the whole thing or cut piece?
Serrated.
Yeah. Like that. For me, you see this olive oil here? That's it for me right there. Brown olive oil. That's it. Nice. Oh my gosh. A tray, no glass and all kind of thing. Alright. Hey, London in the house. What's going on? So we just finished making this bread here. It's been here for a while. I mean, bread is sick of a while.
CJ asking for more boys. CJ.
That is it. Hey, all it. I gonna open our bakery. Listen, all you don't understand. CJ is a hater horse. CJ is a hater. Hey, all it. CJ is a hater. CJ hate everything, Jed. CJ asked for more. Here what's going on. I gonna open our bakery. I done.
And you know it pasta.
Wait.
Is it cheese, CJ? Tell them it's the cheese, it's not the bread. City girl, this one is for you. Let me know, girl.
Now the bread, it's saying things. So I mean, all who was here from the earlies, obviously the process is no rocket science. The recipe is up on the website, I will link it. Dread, we home, we quarantining. Do our bread. You wouldn't regret it. You go out and buy no bread. You could make bread at home. As you all seen, oh gosh, my hand slipped with the pepper. Hey, no scene. Going in the same way. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It has been fun. I had a blast. Definitely try the recipe. Making bread, as I say, the fun is in actually kneading the dough. It's a real, for me, it's a real therapeutic thing. Stand up there and you knead the dough in. You're really thinking about nothing and studying nothing. You're studying to get the dough perfect. It's a good way to release some stress. And at the end of it, you have some delicious bread to show for your efforts. So definitely try it out. Please subscribe to the channel and follow us on all social media platforms. And look out, we'll be doing more quarantine cooking. The hashtag that you would see in the title of the video is actually something that YouTube launched today, and they're encouraging other creators. So Natasha, Reshmi, Chris, all the other YouTubers from the Caribbean, from Trinidad, check that out, because that is the hashtag that they're pushing, given the current circumstances, is a hashtag stay home and whatever with me. So check that out. And yeah, I shall be doing, maybe I'll do some more of these, maybe. But look out for on schedule. Look out for Simply Local. We definitely wouldn't be doing any out here's no time soon, because we're inside with social distancing. But we have more content coming to the channel, so keep it locked. Thanks for logging on. Thanks for staying with me for the entire process. And CJ, you sure you don't want to come and tell the people that the bread actually tastes good? They go feel like lying, you know. Right now people feel like lying, you know. People feel like making up. People feel there's nobody there. Me and Ronaldo, it's just me and Ronaldo. Bread. Listen, all I win. See, just a hater right now, she's eating dry bread. Dry bread like she in prison. Like, you understand? That's how good this bread is. So, try the recipe. It's really a good bread recipe. And don't be afraid to put your hand in dough and to knead dough and thing. You want next piece of, you're good, belly full. No? No lie, CJ. She's in the bread. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one. Thanks to you, Cheese Ronaldo. Peace.